Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. I just wish things would get better.
Yo, this is what $70 gets you at Walmart. Yep, that's it. $70.
There's anything wrong with adults living with their parents.
I don't think people understand. Right now, the average amount of money you have to make in order to live by yourself is $60,000 a year, meaning you have to get paid $30 an hour. Come here. And that is just to cover rent. That's not including furniture. That's not including other bills. That's not including car issues, right? If you were to put all that together, you'd have to make about $75,000 a year, meaning you have to get paid over $35 or $40 an hour. So if you know somebody that is making you feel bad because you live at home with their parents, unless they are making $40 an hour at their job, they're definitely lying to you about their living situation. They either live in a closet or they have 4 roommates. There's nothing wrong with staying with your parents right now, because at this moment in time, the new generation, they can't save any money. The only thing going up is the cost of things, not the actual payment towards their lives.
I have friends that are making over $80K a year, great full-time jobs, full benefits, that would rather live with their parents than pay these apartment complexes to live in bull areas with bull entities. It's just so frustrating that we did everything they told us to do. We went to school, we got educated, we worked hard, we did everything they told us to do, and then when we're actually out in the world, they want to charge us $1,800 for a 1-bedroom apartment that really ain't. And then when they talk about, oh, the future is going to be great for you, just got to work hard and stay down. How? A lot of people don't have savings. They're spending it all on basic like housing and groceries. And what scares me the most is that more and more people are becoming aware of how it is. And all we do, we record a video, we post it on TikTok, we post it on Instagram, we post it on social media, and then we say, well, I've done my part, and we close out the app, and then we go on about our day. That doesn't fix anything.
I don't care how much money you got or how well established you think you are, how many college degrees or what your net worth is. Everybody's been feeling it lately. It's been getting real. Whether you're rich, wealthy, whatever the case is, it's getting real. The cost of everything is going up. People have to move a little bit differently now and be very strategic in how they do things. And leisure, the simple things are now becoming luxuries, right? For a lot of people, it's becoming a luxury. So I was on Instagram and I saw this post. So one of the posts on the thread that really was like, yeah, speak on it, because a lot of people think that if you make a certain amount per year, or maybe, you know, you have a degree, you're a nurse, you're a doctor, whatever the case is, things must be good for you and you're not feeling it like everybody else is feeling it or whatever. But everyone's feeling it, okay? This whole talk about salary annoys me because, and it's a Haitian sister that said that too. Okay, Pauline, okay. She said this whole talk about salary annoys me because y'all have lost the plot. Everything is expensive right now. Prices have almost tripled. So it doesn't matter if you're making 50K or 80 to 100K, you're going to feel it. No one should be barely making it if you're working a full-time job. We should be able to afford guilt-free dinners every once in a while, a trip to decompress, or even get your nails done. Life is stressful as it is. These things should not be luxuries. And I couldn't agree more, because more and more you see even people that make it still are cutting down on their costs a little bit. Houses, mortgages are going up. Okay, people can barely buy houses, especially in the state of Florida, because everybody in New York and up north want to move down here and mess everything up for everybody. So the cost of living in Florida goes up like every 3 months. Every 3 months it goes up. Things that used to be very simple goes up. And unless you're like a trillionaire or billionaire, you're not going to feel it. But there's a lot of millionaires in Florida that feel it, that stay in their mansions, and they're even feeling it. And they're even now, they didn't used to know what the cost of milk was, but now they're looking through the grocery list. Like, there's no reason why groceries should be costing me an arm and a leg, you know? So it doesn't matter what you make. A lot of people that make above the poverty guideline are still struggling. And with it being that real, I have these 5 things that I want you guys to stop wasting your money on right now that's really going to help you. But first, hey friend, welcome to my channel, Karina Lude Mental Gems. This channel is dedicated to leveling up in all areas of your life. So let us learn together, read together, but most importantly, grow together. First, I do have a background in finance, so I'm not just speaking hot air. Aside from living the experience of living in America, it's bad out here. My background before YouTube was in finance. I did financial planning with people, help them purchase their first homes or cars and do budgeting, etc. That's my expertise in that area, okay? So So first, let's get into the first thing right now that is killing people. Whenever the economy is going bad, a lot of people get scared and they start to look for plan B, other jobs, right? So then they start getting scammed from online courses and coachings from other people on how to flip houses or invest in this. Y'all know there's some high profile cases going on right now in the hip hop community, right? Because of these type of scammings. But even on YouTube, there's a lot of people too, and not all classes are created equal, of course. There are people, there's certain positions like a plan B, like if you want to go be a plumber part-time or, you know, be a mechanic part-time or something, you're going to need to go to a trade school and get certified in this or whatever. But there's some courses that's just like ridiculous to pay for, and the people are getting rich off of you paying for the classes, right? There's things you don't need to pay to learn because there's free videos. The alternatives are free videos on YouTube. I'll tell you guys that there's people that fix their cars just from watching a tutorial on YouTube. YouTube can teach you how to make a plane. YouTube is a university, okay? There's a tutorial for everything that works, everything, your AC unit, cheap ways that you could fix it and stuff. But people are just lazy and not resourceful. They don't like to sit down and do the research. But as the economy is coming down, start doing the research and stop being lazy and go learn how to do certain things. Buy a book instead. If you want to learn about how to invest in stocks, don't go pay somebody to teach you that. You can purchase a book, take a certified class from a school where you're going to have credits and stuff like that too for stuff like that, but don't go pay a company to teach you stuff that you could really learn for free. And other things that people pay a lot of motivational coaches and stuff like that. You go to their seminars, give them money and stuff just to motivate yourself to work and get ideas. But these people didn't go to no motivational coaches. They learned themselves. And I'll give you guys an example with even YouTube. When I first started YouTube, there was a lot of people that was offering classes or mentorship, and there's a whole bunch of drama in that now. But one thing I just always knew, especially it's a thing with Haitians are just naturally resourceful. That's how we are. We will figure out a way to do anything. I was like, I'm gonna learn everything by myself. I just kept watching tutorials. Think Media is one of those channels on YouTube that, oh my goodness, was a game changer for me. Even on my other channels that are way more successful than this one, like everything I learned from the scratch up, mistakes, everything I learned myself and be resourceful. But do you know there's people that was charging thousands of dollars to teach people to start a YouTube when it's so simple, but people, because they feel like, you know, the time and the resource and the energy to learn is bothering them, these softwares and stuff, how to fix things, they just don't want to do it themselves. And you shouldn't be paying people for advice on how to look or how to dress or how to do your makeup and stuff like that when there's free makeup tutorials on YouTube. There's etiquette classes. Like I had a friend that went and spent probably like, I think $20,000 or a little bit over that to learn etiquette, where I have other friends that just learned from YouTube and they're learning the same thing, and they just watch a channel that just taught them that for free without having to pay to go to someone's class. And you got to know when you're being scammed, because you're making these people richer and they're not teaching you anything really that you can't get even better quality for free on here. Okay, so stop wasting your money on this, because I know we get desperate and we feel resourceful in doing the research, doing the work, taking notes and investing time instead of watching TV or doing other stuff. Invest the time to learn. Every great teacher had to learn. Okay, so go learn. There's a lot of stuff you don't need to waste your money on. The second thing is designer clothes. Most are made in factories for less than 5 cents, and they sell it to you for $5,000 because of the logo. There's a lot of fashion houses in Paris where you can go and you can see how they make the clothes materials and stuff like that. There are places that actually use genuine leather and they hand stitch things and they do it. You got to know what you're paying for. If it's something like that, that's different. You know what I mean? But if you're getting a generic bag and that's like $5,000, they make those bags in another country for like 10 cents a penny, and they slap a logo and you keep falling for it. In this economy, no one should be flexing logos at all. Unless you're getting paid for it. Like, I don't mind influencers and celebrities sometimes wearing outfit or taking a photo and something. You're getting paid for it. You get a little commission, you know, and stuff if you do the shop, even on TikTok or whatever. This is the only justification to be like flashing that right now if you don't have it. Okay, if you don't have it. So Please be very careful with designer clothes. The next is credit cards. Please, if you cannot afford to go on the trip, don't go get a credit card to go on the trip, because interest rates add up. Don't go get a credit card to make huge purchases or to buy clothes and this and that and run it up. Them interest rates will eat you up. And one thing I know about the economy, once it starts going bad, those credit card companies, they start getting a little bit more ruthless. They start, you know, upping the ante to get their money. They start to want to make ends meet too. And a lot of debt collectors start to increase the harassment level, okay? And they start to lobby for laws to be able to take everything away. When I work at the financial company, also during taxes, they do taxes for companies and people and stuff. And it was so crazy to me at one point. Student loans, if you owed student loans and you just weren't paying your student loans or nothing like that, and you just thought you was gonna live your life without ever paying $1, they was garnishing people's wages, okay? They were garnishing that refund, taking it from people, and were coming after you. They were not playing. And these are people that's like, dang, I didn't know. No, they're not playing. It gets like that. Those medical bills, they will start to garnishing your wages. And I believe that once the economy gets worse, these companies start to lobby a little differently to get away with doing more and coming to repossess and take things away from you. So be careful with owing debt, especially for stupid stuff. If you're going to get the credit card, it's for an emergency, groceries and stuff, use it for that. But don't get credit cards for leisure or to keep up an appearance for people, okay? Next is number 4, going out too much. There's no reason why you should be going out every weekend. There's no reason why you should be. There's a Haitian saying that Haitian parents love to tell their kids all the time, every time you want to do something super fun. Like, I remember something as simple as going to the movies when we first came from Haiti and we was broke trying to get it together. And I used to hear all the time, rich people go to the movies. That ain't for us yet, you know? But then when things started getting better, we were able to enjoy some of those luxuries. But in the beginning, when our parents was dishwashing, because they just came from Haiti, you know, and their degrees didn't matter, or whatever position they had before didn't matter, there was some luxuries we just didn't have. We couldn't afford, like going to the movies and stuff. It's something that instilled a responsibility in me where I don't like to have fun if my stuff is not in order. What are you celebrating at the club every weekend? Popping bottles and stuff if your finances are not in order. What are you celebrating every weekend at the club for? Sis, you need to be taking a class or taking that time to read a book, to learn something new, and to see how you're gonna get yourself out of this bad neighborhood that you're in and that car with all the lights on looking like a Christmas tree. You need to figure out how you're gonna fix that. There's no reason why you should be going out to eat expensive dinners just for the gram, just for TikTok, just to flex on people every weekend. We need to pull back from that. Pull back from that. Things need to be a little bit more strategically planned. You know, if you're going to do a trip, plan it ahead, but nothing spontaneous all the time. Like, those are money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying not to have fun, not to decompress. We need that, a vacation. But me, even if I go on a vacation, I plan my stuff way in ahead. You save for it. You make sure everything is in order when you are having fun. And it shouldn't be an every week thing. And when you come back, you need to go back to the grind and not already be planning the next thing and watching your finances just be depleted, okay? Number 5 is substance use. Spending money, wasting money on that. When I used to do financial planning with people, my younger clients, one thing that shocked me with them is that when we would do budgeting and we'd really see, okay, this is how much you make, I wanted to know where every penny was going to. And the thing that used to disturb me the most with my younger generation of new married couples trying to purchase their home is that there'd be like 5, 6, maybe sometimes even as much as $10,000 going towards purchasing weed and alcohol and substances when they're at the club and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Why do you have a budget for that? Why is so much of your resources going towards substances if you're living below the poverty guideline, or even if you're making 100K in these times? Why waste that much money on substances? Okay, that money could have been in your savings. There's people that was just like $5,000 short for the bank to approve them for this loan for a house. They just needed $5,000 extra dollars coming into their, staying in their bank account or whatever, but they didn't have it. And that when you go look back, they could have had it, but they spent like $10,000 on weed and stuff like that. You're not fixing your car, but you every week, every other day, you hitting up the, you know, the connect, trying to like, no. Cut it out, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. Once you do that, you will see things start to change for you financially. There's, of course, a lot of other things that we waste money on that is slowing us down, that we're not looking. But a quick little tip that I like to give you guys, please double check what you have monthly payments on. A lot of people don't check their accounts. Even if you don't got $1 in there, check sporadically. Because sometimes I would check after not checking for a long time and I'd see that I'm being charged for stuff I've never used, or there's payments that is fraudulent or stuff stuff like that that's going on in your account, make sure you're not doing monthly payments for gym memberships that you're never going to go to, memberships that you got that you don't participate in. Start assessing and planning, and comment below if you guys want how I did financial planning with people step by step. I can do a video like that, step-by-step guide on financial plans to get them prepared to purchase their home, and as we fix their credit, etc. Step-by-step guide on that. Start financially planning your life yourself. You don't even need to pay somebody to do that, and that's coming from me that I used to do that. Okay, you don't even need to, but you just need to be aware of what's going on in your accounts, aware of what's going on for every single penny. One misconception that people have about rich people or wealthy people is that they don't care, they just swipe without caring, reckless. Yes, the new money, reckless people, they do live like that. But the wealthiest people I know, they know where every cent is going. They're very stingy with their money. They're very particular with it. They calculate everything. Yes, they have fun, they have their leisure, but you best believe it was allocated for. And a lot of rich people, like Steve Harvey even told you, Steve Harvey owed the IRS millions of dollars because he wasn't overlooking, he just trusted his accountant with everything. He let his accountant do everything. He learned a tough lesson, which a lot of wealthy people know in advance and know now, that even when you have an accountant, a financial manager, and you have people managing your stuff, you still have to be on top of it, because people will take money out of your accounts without knowing. Those secret shoppers, they be buying stuff for themselves. They're not going to be paying their taxes like they should be. Things will come out of order. So people now start to watch their money. So because you don't want to go in owe millions of dollars just because you was negligent in looking after your money. Protect your money. Learn how to keep your money. Watch over your money. Know where it's going and where it's coming. Okay? Don't just be that reckless with it. This is all I have for this video. Comment below any more tips if I forgot anything that you know you guys shouldn't be spending on below. And I'm genuinely asking you guys, how are you guys doing with this economy? Is everybody doing okay? I surely hope so, and I hope these tips help. I have so many other videos. I do have a financial playlist on here, which I'll link in the comments for you guys, that you guys can watch past videos that I made on finance. And I will see you in the next video. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time.